Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Huston. Huston is the transferred use of an English-Scottish surname which most likely developed from a place name so-called Hugh's town from the Germanic element hug meaning heart, mind and spirit and the Middle English tuan meaning town, settlement. Both Hugh and Hugo were personal names taken up by the aristocracy of medieval France, no doubt due to the name's favorable meaning, i.e., an intelligent person, or one who is bright in heart, mind and spirit. The French introduced the name to Britain via the Normans after the conquest of 1066 and Hugh subsequently became very common in medieval England. Saint Hugh of Lincoln, 12th century, and Little Saint Hugh of Lincoln, 13th century, were two well-known English saints of the Middle Ages. Their popularity further cemented the usage of Hugh among English speakers. The Scottish gaelicized Huchon, a French diminutive of Hugh, to Mac Uistean, basically, son of Hugh, which is how the clan name came to be in Scotland. The first recorded spelling of the surname occurred in Scotland in the late 13th century and was rendered as de Hustone. In terms of American significance, Houston, Texas, established in 1836, was named in honor of Sam Houston, 1793 to 1863. Himself descended from the Scottish-Irish. Sam Houston was a key figure in the fight for, and ultimate victory in, Texas's independence from Mexico. Personality of the boy named Huston. The number 4 personality is marked by stability and discipline. This is the personality that follows the rules and is conservative by nature. They have an earthbound energy that prefers to build things methodically on top of firm foundations. They don't cut corners. 4s take their time and don't like to be hurried. But the outcome of their endeavors is likely to result in some strong and useful structure, which makes them great engineers and inventors. 4s are anything but frivolous or controversial. This is a trustworthy, straightforward personality that embodies dedication and organization. They are the backbone and anchor in their relationships, careers, and communities. They are tidy, punctual, and full of integrity. Hard work comes naturally to a 4, and they are immensely reliable. This is the personality you can always count on. Popularity of the boy named Huston. Huston is another example of a surname that has been used as a first name long before it became a trendy naming practice in America. The name dates back to the late 19th century and most likely was bestowed in honor of Sam Houston, a real hero to the Texans. Yet, Huston is not just a surname, it's a place name too. Houston is the largest city in Texas and the 4th largest city in the United States. Dallas and Austin are other Texas city names bestowed on little boys today. Armadillo and Waco? Not so much. Houston was used with impressive moderation over 100 years ago, but today it's just not one of the most common surnames turned first names. Those honors belong to Mason, Jackson, and Logan. Even though Houston covers 2 huge naming styles popular in the United States today, i.e., last names as first names and geographical place names, the name is still extremely rare. In fact, Houston is dangerously close to falling off the American boys naming charts any year now. He resides at the very bottom on the top 1,000 list. We do like the historical significance of this name for Texans, and the name's etymology is among our favorites: heart, mind, and spirit, not to mention Houston can always be shortened to Hugh. Quick facts on Houston. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 973. Pronunciation, Hewstun. Simple meaning, Hugh's town. Characteristics of Huston. Studious, practical, solid, dependable, conservative, industrious, hardworking. Cultural references to the baby name, Huston. Popular songs on Huston. Houston We Have a Problem, Dallas to Houston, Fueled for Houston, a song by Wilson Phillips, a song by South Park Mexican, a song by Lonely Kings, Houston is Hot Tonight, Houston, Heaven, Hell, or Houston, a song by R.E.M., a song by Iggy Pop, a song by Steve Earle, Home to Houston, a song by ZZ Top. Famous people named Houston. Houston Gima copyright Nez, baseball player. Historic figures with the name Houston. Kit Carson is one of the best-known characters in the pantheon of the American Old West. He was born in the Missouri Territory and apprenticed at a young age to a saddle maker, but this was not the life for Kit. At the age of 14, he ran off and started his extraordinary life with fur trapping. As such, he mingled with Native American tribes and married first an Arapaho woman and after her death a Cheyenne. Although he could neither read nor write, except to sign his name, Kit was proficient in Spanish, French, and several Native American languages. His teaming up with John C. Fremont was serendipitous. He worked as a guide for Fremont, and during their long association, Kit Carson was present on expeditions into the Sierra Nevada and the Oregon Trail, and took part in California's Bear Flag Rebellion. The tales of these exploits made Kit the subject of dime novels during his lifetime. His popularity only grew wider after his death. Kit Carson worked as a federal Indian agent, and while he advocated for the reservation system, it is generally believed that he did so in the spirit of trying to protect the native people from the growing hostility on the part of white settlers. Nonetheless, he was one of those responsible for the relocation of thousands of Navajo to a reservation in New Mexico, an episode that became known as the Long Walk, which resulted in the deaths of hundreds. After serving in the Union Army during the Civil War, Kit Carson retired to the life of a rancher in Colorado. In 1868, he traveled to Washington, D.C., in order to plead for assistance on behalf of the Ute tribe. Certainly a man of his times, and manifesting the overriding sense of superiority of the white man, Carson still appears to have been closer than many to our somewhat more enlightened times.